Hello, welcome back. Hope you're doing very well. This week, a couple of days ago, Ableton released this, which is an iOS app called Ableton Note. The idea of it is it's a stripped back version of mobile version of Ableton Live that you can use as a sketchpad of sorts. And the big kind of selling feature of it, I suppose, is the fact that once you've done whatever you're doing, you've messed around, made something on this app, you can then export it into Ableton Live to continue developing it. It's got a bunch of different instruments, all that kind of stuff in it. Now, as Force users, this is potentially interesting to us because we obviously have Ableton Live integration, and we can move ALS or Ableton Live sessions from a computer onto the Force. And I just wondered if this will also work with the app, because it would be pretty cool if we could take this app with us on the train or whatever, knock up some ideas and then come home and actually put them straight into the Force. I apologise for the clickbait title of this video, but the truth is I don't know whether it's going to work or not. I thought it'd be fun just to do it on camera. So I bought the app, which is £4.99. I've spent a little bit of time getting to know it. And I've made a really rubbish, I warn you now, a really rubbish kind of just two scene arrangement here. If this works, I will do a proper review demo on this because it will be quite cool for Force users. But this is just to see whether we can move something from here to there. But just to give you a bit of a flavour of how it works, you can launch a scene. Hopefully you can hear that. I'm not going to bother with direct audio for the iPad because this is rubbish. Get the idea. Works like Ableton. So this is a little session, so I'm presuming I can rename this up here. No, I can't. I probably can on another screen. Anyway, set one. So what we want to do is see if we can bounce this out of the iPad somehow or bring it into the Force. So I've got an SD card and I've got a USB adapter. I'm hoping I can, it's as simple as that, but I don't know. So learning process, I'm going to tap this cog. So it says export audio, file type WAV, set one. Okay, well let's just, before we do that, let's go back and see if we can find a way of exporting an actual set. So these are the demos that come with it. This is the one that I've just been working on. So what we want to do is see if we can, oh, there's a thing at the top there. What does that do? Oh, I see, split view. I guess that's so if you've got another app, other apps working in tandem with it, let's not mess with that. So what we want to do is see if we can, how we go about exporting this. So let's go back here and so set one and tap this little thing. Here we go. Rename. Let's call it Force set just for now. That'll do. How do I say yes? There we go. So duplicate, rename, choose artwork, upload to Ableton Cloud, or share to. Let's try share to. So that gives us files. Okay, so let's plug the SD card in. Sorry, I had to take the iPad out of the case because the adapter wouldn't fit. So let's try that again. So let's go to share to, save to files. Now, okay, let's put it in. Untitled, this is this drive. So let's put it in there. And we've got as Force set. So let's save and see what happens. I'm going to give that a second because there's no indication of how long it's going to take to do that. So don't know. Let's go to files. Where's files? Where's files? There it is. Untitled. Force set, it's there. Okay, let's see what happens when we put this into the Force. So I'm going to move things around now and see what happens. Okay, here's the SD card. Let's plug it in and see what happens. Let's see what I'm doing. So if we go to load and disk, which is our SD card, and it's not there, it's not showing up. Okay, that's not ideal. So what I'm going to do is go back to the iPad and export that as audio and see what happens when we export it as audio. Okay, back again. So let's try it the other way. Let's do Upload to Ableton Cloud. I've got a horrible feeling that the only way we're going to be able to do this and get it as an actual ALS file is to use Ableton Cloud, which is probably going to involve signing up to some sort of account and all that stuff that you don't actually want to do. So let's try this version, export audio. Now I have a feeling this is just going to be export an audio file containing ordered sequence of all scenes. Okay, let's try that. WAV file, export. So where's that gone to? Share. Okay, let's put it on files, which is our SD card again. And let's say, call this note audio export. See what happens. Okay, save. Now we're getting some activity this time, which is a good sign. Seems to have finished. So let's go back into files and see what we've got on there. Note audio export. Okay, let's plug that in and just see what happens. Okay, we're back. I've plugged the SD card in. So let's go to load. This is our disk. Oops, something's happening. This is the thing we just created. So we've loaded it. Where's it gone? Is this it here? Clip. Okay, so it's put. So we've got some warping going on here. So let's select it and then turn warping off and see what happens. Okay. So basically what that has done is turn those two scenes and bounced it out as an arrangement into an audio file, which I guess if you were just working on drums or something like that and you just wanted to make a drum loop and export it, might be quite useful, but it isn't doing what we wanted it to do, which was to create essentially a set like you would have in Ableton Live. I have a nasty feeling the only way we're going to be able to do this is to use the Ableton Cloud. That kind of defeats the object for me because I don't want to plug the force into a computer. What I want to be able to do is take it from here to there without having to use a computer. And if I have to upload that project from the iPad up to the cloud, I suppose I could then download it back to the iPad and then transfer it with an SD card. I'm going to try that now, but this is starting to turn into it's a hassle and it's not the kind of easy thing to do and convenient thing to do that we hoped it might be. But anyway, I'm going to see what happens now. I hope you'll forgive me. I can't be bothered to keep moving the iPad, the force around, so I'm just going to do it from here. So let's again go to Ableton Note and go see what this is going to involve. Upload to Ableton Cloud. Please enable Ableton Cloud to upload. Yes. Login. Yes, I suppose. Yes, I haven't, but let's go anyway. Return to application. Open. So what's happened now? Oh, okay. No sets uploaded. Tap on the three dots. Upload to Ableton Cloud. So that's going to take 9 minutes to upload, which is not awesome considering there was about, I don't know, what, 15 seconds of audio there. Anyway, I'm obviously going to not make you watch 10 minutes of staring at my iPad screen. So I'll go and make a cup of tea and we'll revisit this in a second and see what happens. Okay, I'm back. As you can see, the upload time has now gone to 20 minutes and I've been waiting half an hour, and all it's done over the half an hour of upload is the time to go has just kept going up. So this is a brand new app. It could be that their servers are slow. It could be that millions of people are trying to use this now, but it's not working very sort of fluidly at the moment. But because it was taking so long, I went online to just have a read of a few things and find out if other people are having issues. And that led me to find some documentation on Ableton Note, which I hadn't seen before. So I'm going to read you what it says now. When I registered for the account, which you saw me do, it basically sent me a welcome email. And this is what the welcome email says. Send your note set to Live 11.2.5 to keep developing your ideas using Live's complete creative toolkit. If you're running an older version of Live, try the free trial of 11.2.5 to see how Note and Live connect. Once you've registered Ableton Cloud, you'll be eligible for another 30 days free. It gives you the option to download the trial here. This is the email they sent. So I'm thinking that that this probably isn't going to work on the Force. As I said, the upload is taking so long. I mean, we've been going for 45 minutes now, and this was like 15 seconds of audio. So I don't think that, and combined with the 11.2.5 stipulation, I don't think it's going to work. So I will probably just let this run and just see if it does eventually upload. And if it does eventually upload, I will then try and put it onto the Force and see if that works. I have a feeling it's not going to, but if it does, I will update this video and post another video saying, hey, it does work, and I will then give a proper sort of deep dive into what the app can actually do as well. It is a pretty cool app. I've enjoyed messing around with it, and I think if you're sitting on the train and you just want something to mess around with, it probably does work quite nicely for that. And as we saw, we can bounce out audio from it and just put that into your Force. So if you're sitting on the train for an hour, you don't want to take your Force with you, but you want to work on some drum loops or whatever, certainly seems very capable of doing that. $4.99, there are probably some free options that can do that as well, but I'm guessing that this isn't going to be Force compatible. But as I say, I will update this video or post another video showing it in action if it does work. If you don't see another video from me, you can take it as read that this doesn't work. Anyway, that was a bit disjointed, I apologise, but I hope that was somewhat useful in guiding you as to whether you want to spend $4.99 at the moment. Seems to me only worth it if you like the look of the app and you're not fussed about it integrating with the Force. Anyway, that's it. Cheers, bye.